Yeah. Welcome everyone to Go With The Flow. I'm your host, Flow Essence, and I have Dazzu Beats with me. It is hot outside, y'all. It's hot, but we here. How you feeling, Dazzu?
I'm good, man. What's going on with you, man?
Chilling, same old. Just,
Super hot.
Super hot.
Super hot.
Super hot.
It's like Las Vegas and DC. Well, we in Laurel, so
we are.
Super hot, though. What's going on with you, man?
I mean, nothing much, I had a day off, so I was, chilling today, doing a lot of work and getting some other stuff done for the show and, my personal stuff.
Okay. How was those Five Guys fries?
Oh my gosh, he was so clutch, y'all. He just brought some Five Guys fries. And honestly, I really don't do Five Guys. I got a crazy story when I was in college. I had a burger. And I don't know what happened with the burger.
What kind of burger did you get, though?
I can't even tell you. I don't even remember. But I just know that it messed up my entire intestines. And I had to, go to the hospital. It was really serious. But the way I feel about fries, and you had those in your hand, I had to go. I had to
sure
take
it was
them.
Five Guys?
I'm positive. Mm-hmm.
I've never heard of anybody having an experience with burgers.
I think it's the peanut oil. Whatever they use to cook, I think my body was like, nah. I never really experienced peanut oil. I think opposed to Chick-fil-A, but their food is not so heavy, so it can digest a little better. But those burgers, it's too much in the burgers. It's too much meat. I didn't want to say it because I knew it. That's why I want to say it, y'all. Y'all heard me pause. I didn't want to say it because I know y'all know this man.
Wow, too much meat
in the burger. Like too much meat? I mean, it was just a little bit too hearty for me.
Too hard. Last week you said you like things deep, but then you don't like meat. Too much meat. I'm confused, man.
When I'm eating food, I like it in smaller portions so that it can digest a little better. When you get older, things don't go down the same way they used to. Like when I eat steak, it doesn't digest the same way anymore. And now I'm eating burgers, it don't digest the same way anymore. So I'm starting to be in tune with my body changing. And because of that, I try not to eat too much meat at one time.
Wow. So good. Like this little, you still got this little glow thing going on.
Oh,
man.
I do?
Wow.
I do. Okay.
You know how DJ Khaled got the major key alert and major bag alert? You got the major glow alert.
The major glow alert.
Hey, Benny, we need to get that trending on Twitter. Major glow alert, man. Hashtag major glow alert. Flo got this major glow alert. What's going on? You want to tell the people where the glow coming from?
That's God right there. That's He's shining on me. That's what it is.
It's just God. That's it?
It's God, and I'm just blessed in all areas. Just like I said, before. And when you're happy and you're being positive and you're doing positive things and blessings are coming your way, I mean, you gotta glow. Why not?
Major glow alert, man. Let's get that trending, man. That's what I'm talking about.
Major glow alert. All right, y'all. I got it on right now, so that's cool.
That's what's up, man. But I need to vent a little bit before we get into this exciting show we got coming. Daynell just walked in the building, man. So it's about to get real live in a few minutes. But I just got a vent, man. A lot of the kids going back to school. My daughter already just went back. Well, a lot of them going back this Monday and on the 29th, I think, Montgomery County. Mm-hmm. So I saw a lot of stuff over the summer that was it just didn't sit right with me. And I'm talking about, I seen a lot of little girls from the ages of 10 to 14 dressed like they was 21 to 25.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yo, I got, my daughter about to be 14, man. I'm like, my daughter would never come out the house. For one, shout out to her mother. Me and her mother, we cool. We not on the best terms, but her mother is not no hood joint, no thought. You know what I'm saying? So her mother know not to go buy these clothes with these little girls. I mean, I seen 12-year-olds with serious booty shorts though. You know what I'm saying? And,
I know.
And clothes where you can see what color underwear they got on. And I'm like, yo, everybody on this Black Lives Matter movement, man, but we got to do something about these young girls, man. I know majority of them, they from the low income neighborhoods, I'm like, come on, we gotta do better, man.
Yeah, I feel you. And I think part of it is, it's so funny because I went to a high school fashion show or something the other day. It was Laurel High School, and when I tell you that my face dropped, I didn't know where I was or what I was looking at, literally. and you're telling me that these kids are in high school.
That's what I'm saying,
they got heels. I'm talking about like 5-inch heels, mini skirt. I was literally floored. I was like, I can't believe this is what's happening right now. And then, not to give an excuse, but if you look in like the stores, if you go to a mall, and you look at what is being advertised in the front, like what those mannequins are wearing, they're wearing booty shorts and they're wearing these little crop tops. You probably got to go in the store all the way in the back in the right corner where nobody else really see to get something that really is probably appropriate, but that is what's in, so that's what's selling, unfortunately, and people are buying it. I mean, and some, and I don't want to really take it, I mean, I guess it does have to do with the parenting. There are some parents who I've seen have their little daughters with makeup on at like 6 years old, and stuff like that is not, it's not acceptable, and then you kind of confused why they're attracting that kind of attention. So
I just don't get it, man. Especially I understand the ones that's in the hood, they don't really have the father's probably not there. So there's a lot of single mothers that's in the hood, but at the same time, you got these dudes in the hood that y'all need to step up, man. Like, because if them little girls come to y'all and say some dude just bothered us, y'all gonna squad up, y'all gonna go see the dude.
Yep.
So y'all need to come together. And I'm not talking about the dudes that's into little girls. I know a lot of y'all dudes be liking them little 14-year-olds. You see them in the booty shorts, you think that shit is cool.
Yeah, that's not cool.
Nah, y'all niggas, man. That's one thing I prayed never happened to me, because that's the one time I'm going to jail. My daughter called me.
I know.
I'm gonna tell you, all the dudes that's around me that I'm cool with, majority of them got daughters, and they on the same thing I'm on. Like, if I see they nail daughter walking down the street in the mall with something on that's inappropriate, I'm gonna pull her to the side and I'm gonna call them.
And that's good,
like,
right?
You see what your daughter got on?
Right. And that's good that you do that, because that old saying, it takes a village to raise a child, and it's good that you have good friends and family members who are willing to also help raise that child, because you can't do it on your own, because you don't have eyes at all times wherever your daughter is or wherever your son is. So if you have people looking out that's able to be like, look, what are you doing, what you got on, like, I'm not about to pop you, but I am about to question you, like, what are you doing right now? And that's a good thing. So
we need fathers, we need the, even if that child is not your child, man, you need to step up. Uncles, there gotta be some grandfathers or somebody in that little girl family that need to step in, man. Like, don't just think it's cute, because a lot of the mothers think it's cute. Or your 12-year-old with lipstick on and heels.
Nah.
Then a couple times I was coming home from the studio, I see like 3-4 little girls, like 11 o'clock at night, on Georgia Avenue, like walking. Like, I understand it's summertime, man, but come on, man. Then your little girl, at that time, it's just youngins riding around. They looking for stuff like that.
Right.
So they hop out with guns and tell your daughter and her friends to get in the car.
Right.
Then you're going to be on the news crying. Can y'all help me find my daughter? Like. Right.
Now, I want everybody to understand what he's saying. He's not trying to say that, like, don't have your daughter, or basically your daughter, whatever happens to her, she's a result of putting herself out there. But he's basically saying, put yourself in the right place at the right time. It's not appropriate to be outside at 11 o'clock p.m. if you're a young lady. It's not appropriate to just be on the streets by yourself. So put yourself in a safe environment and put yourself in a good position so that you don't have these kind of issues happen to you. So too many
Tatianas, man. Tatianas is deep out here, man. We gotta change that, man. But let's get to this question of the day.
Yeah. So today's question of the day is a little touchy. It's, do you think African Americans with lighter skin complexions get treated differently than those with darker complexions? So we'll definitely get into that a little later. We put that out there for our social media, and we got some really good deep thoughts about that. So if you still have something to say, please, when that time comes, we'll announce it during the later part of the show. Definitely call in at 301-288-3100 so we can hear what you have to say.
Yeah.
So just to really reiterate who our special guest is, we do have the hip-hop chef and artist cooking it up already on the side real quick.
Yeah.
Mr. Intense Flavors, Day Nail in the building. So we'll definitely get to him later and definitely hear his story and just have him enlighten the mics real quick.
Yeah, man. We definitely gonna do that. But let's get into this single that's hot right now, man. He just dropped this single called America, produced by me. We did this record based on, we had the event, man. So instead of protesting and going online and posting all this negative posts about racist white cops in America. We just put it in a song, man. So here it is, Daynell, latest single, America. And when we come back, he'll be sitting right here.
Produced by Dazzu Beats.
Yes, sir.
I hope y'all didn't think we was just gonna stand by and not say nothing. America. Yeah. Home of the brave and home of the free. But wait, yeah, this shit don't seem free to me. It still feel like we trapped in slavery. And if not, they still got us trapped mentally. But not me, I'm woke. Black AR with a 30-round clip and a beam and a scope. My brothers can't get jobs, so they push dope. Obama been in office for 8 years, still push a hope. Trump running for office, goddamn, that's a joke. Damn, that's a joke. Our ancestors built this country with blood, sweat, and tears. The media try to control us with fear. You locked up the father, take him out the house, put the mother on welfare. That's how you break down the family structure. But we don't care. Stop believing everything you see on TV. A lot of this is false flag and pre-planned, so they can set agenda for you and me. You can't even trust the food that we eat. I used to think that it was you versus me, but now it's just us versus them. Shit, even the police. No justice for Freddie Gray. They let them cops walk away, then they covered up Sandra Bland's murder. Let me take it a little further. How about Sean Bell and Oscar Grant? Arthur Sterling got shot for selling CDs. They killed Philando Castro while he was reaching for his ID. But y'all don't want to hear it. Y'all want to be mad at me for speaking the truth. I need to be mad at you for misguiding the youth. One of your homies do 15 for catching the body. Come home and get love from everybody. But let another brother do 4 years of college and he don't even get acknowledged. Yeah, he don't even get acknowledged. Stand up for what you believe in or die trying. I got 2 little kids and if you treat them wrong, then I'm firing. I am Trayvon Martin. I am Mike Brown. I'm a young king, so you know I'm going with a crown. The justice system ain't justice at all. It was not designed for us. It was designed for y'all. Designed for y'all. They invaded our land, stole our beliefs and identity. While they wasn't caged, they had our own society. We were kings and queens. We created math and religion and science. So how you go from that to being beaten, killed, raped, to being defiant? Our scriptures and stories are written on the walls. And this is the things that we get from y'all. And this is the things that we get from y'all. And this is the things that we get from y'all. Home of the brave and home of the free. But wait, this shit don't seem free to me. It still feel like we trapped in slavery. And if not, we still trapped mentally. And if not, we still trapped mentally. And if not, we still trapped mentally. Home of the brave and home of the free. But wait, this shit don't seem free to me. We still feel like we trapped in slavery. And if not, we still trapped mentally. And if not, we still trapped mentally. And if not, we still trapped mentally.
Yep. So that was America, produced by the one and only Dazzu Beats. And the great artist on that track is Mr. Daynell, who has now entered the building and is sitting to my left.
What's up, everybody?
What's going on? What's going on? We got a phone call.
Already?
They hung up.
Dang.
Call back, caller. Call back. They got to call back.
We got fans off the break. That's what I'm talking about.
So what's going on, Daynell? Let the world know who you are.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Daynell, underground hip-hop artist from Washington, D.C., owner of Intense Flavors, and I'm here. Go with the Flow radio show. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming, Daynell. So, as you just mentioned, you're an underground hip-hop rapper. How long you been doing that?
I've been doing music for about 10 years now. And we picked up a buzz about 5 years ago. Really set a stone. We worked on my debut album that dropped now officially 3 years ago, called The Beauty of Hate, which was a great project. Nice. Dazzu did work on it, Godfather, a whole lot of talented artists. Fat Trail was on there, Rock Mikey, UCB. So it was a good project. We did very well on iTunes and everything, sold a lot of copies, so we did good. Nice. So the ball just been running.
Nice.
Hold on. Before you continue, I'm gonna need you to change your voice up, because this whole Barry White thing, it's a man to the right of you though, man.
This is how I talk. I can't help it. I can't help it.
I can't.
Continue. Nah, you just had the Barry White thing. I'm like, that's the dude beside you. Like,
What that mean? He not.
She answered the questions though.
okay, continue.
All right, Daynell. So, you said you've been doing this for 10 years. So you just got a buzz 5 years ago. So I guess for a 5-year period, I mean, you was making music, but you weren't really getting, I guess, the buzz that you were looking for. So tell me what you were doing at that time and what kind of work were you putting into to get to the place that you are right now?
When I first started, I started off in battle rapping. I was doing battle rapping. I was doing a lot of battle rapping shows here locally, out of town. Nothing real big, anything like that, but just wherever. It used to be a spot down Adams Morgan called Yogi's. It was a record store down there. If anybody's familiar with that joint, I used to go down there, and he used to have battle raps on, like, I think it was Wednesdays, Thursdays. And I went in there and just killed it, and people started knowing my name from there. And then I did the old K29 over off of Florida Avenue back in the day. It was the DC Freestyle contest, and I won that. Okay. And one of the judges was actually one of my big homies, Black Indian, who I actually looked up to, who had the joint site so much. Shout out Black Indian. And I had won that, and then I picked up a little buzz from that. Then I stopped for a little bit, and then we just went in and started making mixtapes. And then from there, I put out about like 3 or 4 mixtapes. Dazzu did one of them actually, and we just kept the ball rolling until we got to officially put the album out. We put the album out independently on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, everywhere, and it just jumped off from there. Nice. So just been blessed. People hit me for shows. It just shout out 20 Bello. He had got me on to open up for Scarface. I just opened for Scarface a couple months ago. Opened up for Inspector Deck, Capadonna, Plies, and I don't know if y'all was familiar with Charles Hamilton from back in the day. Opened up for him
that
too.
Was my man.
Yeah, he was over at Interscope. So I had a lot of stuff. Like I say, I don't force my stuff. If you like it, you like it, but we do work hard. So they know we do work hard. Yeah.
That's what's up. Because people have to understand the work that you put into it as well. So this your new single, America. I don't know if everyone can see actually how he spelled that. Yeah. That's America with 3 K's in that title. AMERIKKKA. And then the A. Yeah. So we need to break this down in a lot of different ways, because 1, you have a lot of different covers for this song, and 2, that name, you're giving something visual to me. You're telling me something about that. So please tell me your thought process behind this song and that whole project.
Well, like Dazzu was saying earlier, with everything that's going on with the killings and everything that's going on, I'm real big and like trying to help the community, my people, this and the third. Don't get me wrong, we silly, we joking stuff like that, but when it comes to serious stuff like that, I'm real conscious of different stuff like that. It's like we had to stand for something, because we're gonna fall for anything. The way that our people, let me say this, all lives matter, yes, but right now, this time, Black lives are the ones that's dying out here right now. Tell it. So instead of us, doing the same thing, marching, going on Facebook, Twitter, getting angry, and the third, doing all that, I said, man, let's do something constructive, put a song out there that can at least reach and touch the people. We didn't put it right on, we put it right on SoundCloud for free. We didn't throw it on iTunes, because it wasn't about making a profit or anything like that. It was about the awareness of what's going on. And like I tell people, just because the name's America, I'm also talking to our people in the song too as well. That's why people listen to the lyrics. I'm talking to our people as well, because guess what? We have racism towards one another as well too. Absolutely. So don't think it's just like towards the white people and different stuff like that. So, but right now, yes, we getting gunned down, and it's terrible, and it hurts me. I know it's hurting everybody else, and if it's not hurting you, then you may be part of the problem. Then you're not conscious of what's going on out here. So basically, it was just to put something out there for the people, to let them know that, hey, me, Dazzu, we feel what's going on. We gonna this is our part, whatever we can do to try to help, to try to bring awareness to what's going on. So we're not looking for no fame, no buzz. That's just the single. He played it. I went over his house. We was going through beats, and he played that joint. I was like, whoa, that's the joint right there. And I started writing to it right then and there.
I remember I was trying to listen to the song so many times. He was going through his car trying to listen to it. I'm like, let me just get like a minute. Nah, you can't hear it. Wait. This is the track.
And we got number positive, great feedback. We got great feedback from the song. So it was, people were picking it up, putting it on their blogs, on their news feeds, retweeting it, sharing it on. I think we had over like I think the first night we had like 40, 50 something likes.
Wow.
I mean shares on Facebook.
Shares, wow.
Yeah, people were sharing.
That's dope. Y'all know, get about 3 or 5 shares. Y'all know that. So that's dope.
Was that Capital Mag?
Yeah, Capital Magazine's getting ready to put it on their front of their website too as well. So it's picking up, man. We're gonna shoot the video for it, and that video is gonna be real big. That's gonna be a big video. So stay tuned.
Yeah. So the different covers that you also have for that single, do they all pretty much tell the same story, or why did you decide to have I think you have 3 different covers?
Yeah, 3 different covers. We went with 3 different covers because we promoted it for the first couple of days, like the first 2-3 days. So we wanted a different cover every other day, so people be like, whoa. So people see the first cover, be like, oh man, you got the police standing there with the little 2-year-old in the Ku Klux Klan outfit.
Right.
Then you got, you know, the black guy getting strangled by the American flag being dragged across the yard. Then you have the kid that looks like Trayvon Martin with the hoodie on his head with the American flag around with a noose hanging behind him. So we just wanted people to see it and be like, oh man, what is this? That's what we want your first reaction to be.
Right.
You know, to be like, so you do want to check it out and hear it. You know, and I want people to be scared of the song and ask about the song, this and the third. 'Cause like I say, I'm not attacking white people. I'm not attacking a certain type of brand, something like that. I'm not doing that at all. Like I said, if you listen to the song, I'm talking to every race in that song. It's a line in there when I say, your homie does 15, I'm talking to us African Americans. Your homie does 15 years for catching the body. He come home and get love from everybody. I said, then another brother goes off and does 4 years of college. He come home and don't even get a knowledge. And that's true, we do that. Free my man. Woo. I've done it plenty. I got homies that's locked up. I got homies that did big dirt, but you know, it's the truth. So I decided to put the truth in the song. And I also decided these cops right now are killing black people right now, young black kids. So I'm speaking on all type of topics, different stuff out there. I'm speaking on Obama. Like, do I feel Obama could have did more? Yeah. You know, he got blocked on some certain stuff. You know, I'm not saying he had to come out here and save everybody, but I feel like he could have did more? Yeah, I feel like that. You know, do I feel like a lot of our culture was stolen from us in the beginning of time, way back, way? Yeah, I feel like that. And is it used against us now? Are we system now to go against each other right now? Yeah, we are. So like I said on the song, I used to think it was me versus you, but now it's us versus them.
Right. So
that's why I say people listen to the words of the song. It's a strong song. That's why it's picked up. So it's not attacking no particular race. It's talking about what's going on right now. I don't want people to get that confused right now.
Right.
So let me ask you this. I want you to keep it 100 with me. So it's a 2-part question.
Okay.
Do you feel artists should have to pay to perform at like artist showcases and open mic nights? And then second question is, do you feel artists should pay producers, like independent artists, should they pay producers?
First, let me say this: know your worth, know your value, build your brand. I've been building my brand. You know, you've been with me. We've been building our brand for a long time. Not just me, you. Even if it's individual, but as a group, we've been doing it for a long time. Build your brand. When your brand hits a certain point, I can give a prime example real quick. But to answer your question, do I feel artists should pay promoters to perform? Depending on what type of venue it is and what is going on, yes. Depending on, now if it's something like a hole in the wall, this and third, no. Now, an open mic, when you say open mic is just what it is. It's a place where artists can go and tone their skills, get their skills up, this and the third. So should an artist be paying for an open mic? Nah, not all the time, no. But then you got to look at it. Can this artist bring out fans?
Exactly.
That's what the promoter want to know.
Yep.
He's bringing you on the show, but can you bring out fans to sell the tickets?
Exactly.
They got to pay for the venue and stuff as well, but you also want to put money back in your pocket. Have I paid to perform before? Yeah, but it was up front with the tickets. So if I didn't make my money back selling those tickets, I wasn't gonna make no money back. So let's say I get 30 tickets here for say $50, and I'm selling those tickets at $10 a piece. That's on me to sell those tickets.
Right.
You know, so have I done it before? Yeah, but recently promoters have been reaching out for me to perform, and with all the stuff with the catering and with the music, we working on the music, I've actually turned down like 3 or 4 shows. Not to sound cocky or I'm thinking, I know I want to give them something new. We got a whole new game plan we want to go. I don't want to keep giving them the same thing right now. So I do. It's a 2-way street on that. So yeah.
So what about the producer part?
Yeah, pay the producer. Pay Dazzu. Pay everybody else.
That's what you trying to get at for real.
pay Dazzu.
Asking. I mean, it's a lot of.
You know why? Because a lot of these rappers out here. Hey, look, I didn't know they tell y'all this, but I'm a real artist. I do reality rap. I'm gonna be real. If you out here rapping about you pushing all this, you got all this money, you doing all this, and the producer be like, all right, bet, here, you can get this beat for $50. You be like, $50? Oh man, I can't. Nigga, you still living at home with your mother, or
they faking, man.
You faking. You not out here really doing it like that, you know? Pay, know your worth, know your brand. Pay the producers. Ask any producer I work with. Godfather, who worked with Wale, Chris Brown, Robin Thicke, G Sparks, who got the #1 song up in New York right now with M.A., Young M.A., the Summertime joint. He's also worked with DMX, 50 Cent, did bangers for 50 Cent. BMI Productions, Dazzu. I cut them checks. Can't none of them say I didn't pay them. You an artist, anything. Artists even work, you gonna make money. Even when we put it on iTunes and stuff, you gonna get points off of it like that. Because we about our business for real over here, all paperwork. Now you got some of them be like, nah, it's cool, I'm not gonna charge you. Like, I don't charge some artists, and then some artists don't charge me, because it's, trade-off or whatever, and we just homies like that. But know your worth, and yeah, you gonna pay. It costs to pay out here, man. They know it. Look, we spend money on our project.
Yeah, I mean, and that's why it's a good project.
Yeah.
You gotta put money into it.
You have to.
Prime example, Designer paid $200 for that Panda beat, and that joint went #1 on the Billboard charts. He only paid $200.
Yeah.
See?
What if he was cheap? What if he was cheap and was like, oh, I don't want to pay $200? He would have missed out on something.
Yep.
I guarantee you that same beat, these artists in the DMV, they wouldn't pay $200 for it. They would be like, nah, man, I'm good.
They not even paying $25 for a beat. Somebody offer them a beat.
I agree. Everybody's trying to cut quarters.
I know some too.
Can't make it like that. So.
Yeah. So what's going on with this intense flavors, man?
Yeah, you supposed to bring me some food. What happened?
Man, let me tell you, this week been crazy.
He coming off a birthday weekend.
I'm coming off my birthday weekend. I'm coming off my birthday weekend.
I just knew I was gonna be eating today.
Man, I'm coming on my birthday weekend. Hey, but you good. You good money. I got you. You good money.
So when does intense flavors start, man? Matter of fact, what made you want to start a catering company?
Well, actually, to be honest, I've been cooking since I was like 10. The first thing my mother let me cook is an omelet.
Wow.
By myself. I made that, and I was cooking like omelets morning, night, noon. That's all I was cooking and shit, right? That's all I was cooking. But then, I just started cooking more, and I was in high school. I was playing ball in high school, and at that time, I was like, man, I'm trying to go to college, gonna play some ball or something. But then at the same time, I was looking into colleges. I want to go visit culinary school up in New York, Culinary Institute of America. And I actually got accepted into the joint, but I didn't take it and went to Virginia State instead. Shout out all the Trojans, Virginia State.
I don't know enough about that.
So whatever, yeah. I just started cooking, and then I started Intense Flavors 3 years ago. I said, I want to, you want to take, you gotta have a plan B. It's just not just music with me. I also have a movie production company, that we run. We did our first film last year that we shot. It did real well. Still getting it. Shout out Stack. Shout out Kevin Littles for directing it. Shout out 808 Stacks. Yeah, Cap Shots video. So I have a lot of stuff that's going on. And right now we we're working on a cooking show to try to make sure that goes through. That'll be on your local TV network. And we also I'm trying to find a spot right now where we can actually have a spot in the DC area to set up shop. So I've been looking, but right now we just grinding it out with the like I do private chefing, come cook for you. We do seafood trays. We do meal preps. We get you healthy. Do the meal preps. We do all certain type of stuff. So it's real good. It's been doing real good 3 years straight. It's a lot of hard work. And shout out to everybody that's been supporting me with the Intense Flavors. When I say I appreciate you, I really do. I really do.
So what exactly is the I just want to help everybody follow. Daynell also has a catering business. So what did you put into, like you talking about this hard work. So what exactly did you put into to start a catering business? Because I have no idea how that even starts or what you need to even buy to even start that.
What I did was I took some of my money and I went out and bought some equipment. I bought a lot of cooking equipment, new knives, new whatever, pots, pans, whatever I needed. I went and got the name, license, and everything. Made sure the paperwork was straight, and just to go from there and just build up from there. And then I started working out of my house. So just start putting it, if you need orders, if you need an event, we do everything. Weddings, bar mitzvahs, birthdays, stripper parties, whatever you need. We there.
Stripper parties.
Then private dinners. I got a private dinner I'm doing tomorrow for a couple. So I got a private dinner I'm doing tomorrow for a couple too as well. So it's real good. So
the owner of Rip Radio got a nice little mansion. Some stripper parties, man. We might have to.
Oh, you're trying in your house?
We might have to get that poppin'.
They put that man on blast. Damn.
We ain't get there yet. Man. What's up, man? So, me and you, we have this intense pettiness.
Super petty.
We both are petty. So
we Leos, man.
When I woke up this morning, I said, man, Danielle coming on the show.
Oh, he about to bam out.
So I said, you know what? I gotta think of something real petty to do. It gotta be something like on top notch, super petty, right? So, I went in the lab. I cooked.
I'm about to say, you bring in one of my exes walk through this door. I'm gonna flip this table up.
Nah, we don't want no drama. We ain't bringing
no drama. Nah. We don't need that. We don't need to call security or none of that, man. But nah, man, I went in the lab and cooked up something this morning. So, I know you've been rapping for a long time. So, matter of fact, let me get this Facebook Live popping.
Get that Facebook
quick.
Live. Do you want to do it on the iPad?
What you about to do,
or you want to do it on there? You want to do it? You got it? Okay.
What you going on Facebook Live for? We already live, man.
You got a name for it?
Nah,
not yet.
We ain't named
I'm
it.
about to do this Facebook Live
Get
real
on the
quick. Let me
Facebook
get it.
Live real quick. Let the people know.
So, I cooked up this little beat for you, man, just to show people you've been rapping for a little minute.
Oh, this nigga.
So we about to put you on the spot.
We can't cuss on here.
You can cuss you on it, man. Let me get this popping real quick, man.
You can, but
so
fresh off the B-Day weekend too.
So you ready? I mean, are you? Hey, Trump, you got that thing queued up?
Oh, you was in on it too.
Oh yeah, we all in on this board. Let's go.
So what y'all want me to freestyle?
Oh
3,
yeah.
2, 1. Hold on, wait.
So let's Trump get this beat going.
What the beat? I ain't heard the beat.
It's all right. Your boy doing it.
What's up,
good.
Y'all? This is Rip Radio, Go With The Flow show. We got Flow Essence, and then we got Daynell right here. I just put him on the spot, man. We about to do this freestyle live on Rip Radio, Go With The Flow. So we about to get this beat queued up. Let me get up. I'm about to leave from the microphone. Let me leave and got the beat. Okay.
Got the beat.
What you gonna do, man?
I need the headphones.
I mean, if you want to put it on and get into the groove, it's up to you. But it doesn't.
Ain't nothing on there. You got the Rick Ross sample in the joint too. I think he's slick, yeah. Alright, Hold on, yeah. Alright. Got me on the spot. Alright, let's go. Game change for the youngest when they see by. I got a problem with a youngin' tell me he's why. These youngins wanna talk like they really fly, but I know they ain't stuntin'. Youngins really out here lunching, but they trippin' off nothing. When they talk about they got the guns and they really dumping. I'm looking at these youngins like Maxwell. Youngin', look, we can get into something. Youngin', have you ever had the situation that you really been faced off? Have you really got a problem with a youngin' on the block, but you really wanna take it, but you wanna knock his face off? Yeah, I'm on my grizzly and my grind. I can't wait to shine. I gotta get this from behind, but these niggas can't wait cause they wanna put me in them white lines. That's hold on. Yeah. Hold on, yeah. I'm back on my shit, back on my grizzly. Middies know that I gotta get busy. I spray this joint like Izzy Miyake. Niggas is spoochie, but I'm sipping on the sake. Niggas can't rock me cause they know they can't top me. Looking at a youngin' really won't stop me, but I'm looking at these haters like they wanna pull up on the block and they really wanna drop me. But I'm still on my grizzly, on my grind. Can't hate and really can't waste no time. Out here on the block and I gotta shine. Hold on, yeah.
Okay.
Hold on, yeah.
That's about like 32, 64 bars. How many was that?
Hold on.
Oh, we gonna keep going.
Yeah. Okay. Speaking with the beat from the heart, I gotta do the shit, but you know it can't stop. Niggas really out here thinking that they got a pop, but I'm looking at them like youngin' don't even stop. They wanna get biz, but I'm looking at these youngins like they know what it is. I'm a grown man and I handle my shit, and I'm looking at them like it is what it is. Have you ever had a time when the youngins wanna pull up and they talking about they going do what? But I'm looking at these youngins like they is some suckers. Pull up on them like I'm from the West Coast Busters, but they know that I'm really spit with the flow. But I'm sick with the paper and I'm sick with the dough. When I get this shit and I gotta, man, fuck it.
Alright, let's clap it up for Daynell for that. Thank you so much, Daynell, for that freestyle.
I had to get petty on him real quick.
Dazzu caught him off guard with that one.
Yeah, man. It's all good.
Nah, you did good. So, real quick before we wrap this thing up, Daynell, let everyone know how they can reach you for Intense Flavors and your music, please.
For Intense Flavors, y'all can catch me on Instagram at Intense Flavors. And hit me up on there, intenseflavors25@gmail.com. For the music, you can just Google Daynell, Daynale, and everything will come up. My YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, everything. You know, like I say, we do movies, videos, short film writing, music features, events, all that. So yeah.
Your one-stop shop.
Yeah.
Man does it all, man. Wow.
Yep. So those watching can definitely be able to see his direct contact information right there on the screen. So definitely hit Daynell up for all your intense flavors and your hip hop sounds.
Yes.
So we have a really touchy question of the day topic. So we're going to start this one off a little bit earlier than we normally do, just to give enough time to really discuss this topic. So just to reiterate what the question of the day is, it's, do you think African Americans with lighter skin complexions get treated differently than those with darker complexions? So I guess I can start off and say how I feel about this, and then we can take it on down the line. So I think that yes, African Americans with lighter skin complexions do get treated differently than those with darker complexions. And I think that because partial of it is because just lighter skin tones are just more favorable. Even if I can remember just growing up, our Barbie dolls were most likely these beach babe looking girls who were a lot lighter than me. They were most likely white. They didn't really have too many black Barbie dolls until they came out that movie with Tyra Banks. I can't remember what it's called. I think it was Cinderella. I'm not too sure. Don't know what it's called. But until they came up with that, we didn't really have black Barbies or an image to represent that. So growing up, we always had to look to those Barbie dolls. And I remember there was an experiment that was done that I read about, and it was it was a young lady pretty much, and they went into a hospital and they wanted the child to kind of pick which doll the child would rather go with. Every time the child went with the lighter skin complexion, because the darker doll was ugly to them. She wasn't pretty, she wasn't beautiful at all. So it's so crazy how, like, at a young age, you're programmed to think that darker is not really beautiful and lighter is. And, so I definitely think that we get treated differently due to your skin complexion.
I blame it on society, man. You know, if you look at most of the entertainers and the athletes, majority of their wives are light-skinned. Or from, what they call it, we have a phone call?
Real quick, we got a call on the line. Caller, who we have on the line?
Hello, it's Christine.
Hello, Christine. How are you?
I'm doing well. How is everyone?
Great. Thank you so much for calling in.
Of course. So I just want to start by saying I made a lengthy comment on the page earlier, and before I could post it, it got deleted. So I'm very upset.
I'm sorry.
But I had to call in and still answer because it was a very interesting question to me. And I think that, yes, they do get treated differently. I'm a dark-skinned young lady, and I've started to notice that being dark-skinned is now trendy. So while it seems as if we're more appreciated now, we're actually not. It's just a trend. It's just something to like. It's just something, it's a fetish, much like back in the day when white men would fetish over their blacker slaves. Right. So I think now, light-skinned people are kind of not hated, but they're not really noticed as much anymore. I don't know if they're like seen as. Oh no, I'm lying. I'm sorry. Light-skinned men. I think actually yes. Light-skinned men are now seen as very emotional. They're not manly. The women are seen as too stuck up and as if they're too good for anybody. When in all reality, it may just be people being people. I mean, it doesn't have to be that it's one is light skinned or one is dark skinned. So. But I definitely think that there's a huge difference.
You said light skinned men don't seem that manly. You must don't watch Power and Ghost. Ghost is light skinned. He's man.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't.
You don't watch Power?
Unfortunately, no, I don't.
Wow.
Nah, I get where you're coming from though, because a lot of stereotypes have now. I guess light skinned people have stereotypes now. Like you can look light skinned, you can squint your eyes in a light skinned kind of way. Like,
right. Yeah.
I mean, it's just kind of crazy. You can take a photo, a selfie, like you real light skinned for that selfie. Like it's just real crazy. Like I don't understand what it means. So I feel you when you say that. Thank you so much for calling in, darling.
Yeah, thank you.
Of course, thank you.
And please watch Power. You got to get caught up though. You're missing out.
Definitely, all right.
You're missing out, man. But this dude to my left, he doesn't think he's light skinned, and we argue all the time about that, man. So what do you before he talk? What do you think?
Man, I'm out of this one.
I don't think Danielle's light skinned. I think he's caramel. I think he's pretty. He's close to brown. Like you're not too far from me as far as the arm, but you're like caramel.
If he was back in the slave days, he would not be on the field. He would be in the house.
Honestly, because of the way he looks, he's very clean. He actually would be in the house. Yeah, he would. Yeah. But that's because of his complexion. But that's another thing because of his complexion, because he's a little bit more lighter. He also, I don't know if you guys got to watch it. It was an ESPN movie / special about oh my gosh, I can't remember who it was. I can't remember who it was, but pretty much he was an athlete. Back then in the day, they had racial issues, but for whatever reason, he didn't experience any of that because he had a lighter skin complexion, and he dressed pretty well, and he was a star football player. He pretty much didn't feel what the rest of the African Americans felt. He was treated as like a god almost because of all the other attributes that he had. So it was kind of interesting to see, like, he didn't even have to deal with racial cues at all because of his complexion. So
what's your views on it, man? What you think?
Got another phone call. We'll get to Danielle in a second. Call the caller.
Special about oh my gosh, I can't remember who it was.
Call on the line.
You got to turn your
radio down.
Yes, it's call on the line. Yes.
Who is this?
This is Jennifer Amayo.
Hey Jennifer, how are you?
Hi.
So, how do you feel about the question of the day?
No, I'm not talking about the question of the day. I'm just calling to give them shout out.
Oh, thank you so much for shouting out. I love you so much for that.
To let the artist. Yes. Oh.
Ma.
You got to turn them.
All right, y'all, it's my mother.
Your mother.
Ma, what's going on? You want to let the artist know what?
I'm calling to give you guys shout out after doing a great job.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mom. Hey, see, I got my mug. I don't know if you're watching. I got my mug.
Yeah, I set it up for her.
My birthday is coming up August 29.
Oh, her birthday.
Oh, you're a Virgo. My daughter a Virgo. Hey, my daughter a Virgo.
Okay, we're going to shout you out August 29th, girl. We got you. Don't even worry about it.
Okay.
All right. Love you, girl. I see you later.
Virgos.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Virgos, man.
Yeah, I gotta love my mother, yo. She's at the show every single week, and she didn't come this week, so she decided to call in. So that's my mom's. Gotta love her. But go ahead, Daydale.
Yeah. Do I feel there's like a little tension there? Yeah, I think it is. Like he was saying, we had this debate on this panel a while back. It got heated. I don't know why it went left, but
I wasn't there. I was upstairs, but
yeah, it was just. I just feel that yes, it's true. People do look at color and get treated a different way. Some people do that. Not everyone, but some people do that. But I always come back to saying this: if a light-skinned person and a dark-skinned person back in the day went in and whoever was controlling them at the time threw them in a cage together, they were black. There was no light-skinned black. It wasn't no light-skinned, dark-skinned. Mm-hmm. You were black. Mm-hmm. You were going to both get treated the same way. Mm-hmm. That's why I say we've been trained conditionally to think like that towards one another. Mm-hmm. You know, so once we mentally get straight on, you know, finding our true self and what it's about, and knowing that everyone is equal. If we get cut, we both gonna bleed red. So you know. So, but yeah, people do get treated different. They do get treated different. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that goes back to that actually circles back to what you had said earlier, that we have racial issues within our community, and that's where this question even stems from. Because of course, if you're light skinned and you're dark skinned, you're still African American at the end of the day, regardless of where your background is. But for whatever reason, we have allowed the white man to pretty much tell us what's beautiful and what's not, and basically separate us within our community. And that's what they want. They want us to be divided. They don't want us to be together, because they know that when we are together, and we all know that, you understand how smart African Americans are, how much power we have, and they're afraid of that. I mean, when it comes to our population, they're afraid of that, and we outnumber them. And the only way to keep us from really rising is to separate us. Yeah. So we sit here and we find issues within our skin complexions. Haitians, Africans, or if you from Nigeria, you ain't black, or you from Ghana, you ain't considered black. Like, you're different. Or if you're Jamaican, you're not black. Like, now we got different categories of what black is, even though we're the same color. So it's just like we have problems within ourselves, and almost sometimes it puts me in a position where I want to feel like, how can we as people continue to fight the white man who's sitting here doing all this stuff to us when we're doing the same thing to ourselves? Literally, we're doing the same shit to ourselves. So it's like we need to fix ourselves. We need a black leader. We need someone who's really going to sit here and be like, look, y'all, this is where you're from. These people done lied to you for whatever, how many years. This is where you're from. This is what you need to do. This is where you need to go. And I feel like we don't have a black leader right now. So that's why we're all just pretty much confused. Yeah. And another thing, I'm sorry I'm going off about it because I really do feel passionate about this. The other thing is, black people need to read. The white man continues to tell us about who we are. They continue to tell us our future. They continue to tell us where we're from, because they keep reading these books that we refuse to read. And don't forget history, the way it was first passed down. First, it was orally from mouth to mouth because we couldn't read and write. Then we started writing things in books. If you go back to books that were written years ago, them same books tell you the same exact thing. And they're reading these books that we're not reading. And that's why we can't figure out how to eat right, how to live right. We can't figure out what cancer come from. We can't figure. They know. We refuse to know, but cancer's killing us and our community and affecting us the most. So pick up a book and read, y'all. Yeah, we gotta do better.
Our history was written on the walls. We know.
Yeah. We gotta do better.
Major Glow Alert got her on preach mode, man. Talk about. You got that thing trending? You got it trending? What are you talking about?
Yeah, I get passionate when it comes to stuff like this. So, real quick, I want to go into one of my followers. I got Lanisha J, who actually had a very, in-depth comment on this. And I'm not going to touch on every single subject, but pretty much I'm going to highlight what she said, which is, I think it's because being lighter is more accepted. And I do want to say that she's a very fair skin complexion young lady. She's very beautiful, and so you can kind of get a background to where she's coming from with this. It's unfortunate that when people say that society is whitewashed, it's the truth. I don't experience it as much now that people of the black community are more accepting and appreciative of one another. And when I hear brown/darker skinned women talk about how they were called ugly because of their complexion, people always made fun of their hair. I can't relate to it. And like I said, she has very beautiful hair, and so forth. I've always had people tell me that my complexion was beautiful, exotic, Amazonian. Light skin is the right wing type of thing, and that I had good hair because I'm mixed. And that's not to say that all people feel that way, because I've had some people make fun of me for being mixed race, but I don't think it happened nearly as much as women of darker skin tones. And to be very honest, I think that people have made it easier for light skinned people to use that in their favor. Not saying it's right, but they do. People have always said to me, to her, you think you're cute because you're light skinned. I thought you were a bitch because you were light skinned with long hair. You text like a light skin. Well, okay. People excuse certain behaviors because of complexions, and that can go to a person's head quickly and gas them up. On the flip side, I said that I think that brown/darker darker skinned women make it harder for light skinned women to be accepted for who they are. For example, I have plenty of boys and girls during childhood tell me I'm not black because I'm not dark enough. I had someone, a dark skinned woman, a few weeks ago say to me, "You think you're from the motherland, but you're not." Now imagine me talking about melanin popping all the way up through, through her timeline. People will look at her crazy because she's, even though she's a woman of color, it's basically two ways to every street. So I feel like she hit it right on the head, right on the head. I mean, we destroy each other with these words and these names and all these kind of things that we like to categorize things like it's just terrible.
Yeah, my homegirl on IG, pretty brown eyes. She really does have pretty brown eyes. I like to add that. She said, I think it goes... I'm sorry. This tea is very good. I think it goes back to that slave mentality. The fair-skinned slaves worked in so-called better positions than the darker-skinned slaves. This automatically made the light-skinned slaves feel like they were more superior. This way of thinking was passed down generation to generation and sadly is still happening today. The notion of white is right is very much alive in African American communities. But that's sad is that, but what's sad is that you have other races trying to look like black women as far as tanning, lip, and butt injections, which is true. You even have divisions of homes when it comes to having a light-skinned child and a darker-skinned child. I've seen it happen. You see it in the workplace with athletes and with our peers.
Yeah, I agree with. I actually have one of my best friends. She's a sibling of 3. And she's one of the fair complexions opposed to her brother and sister. And they actually have little sibling, not real rivalries, but, they make fun of each other. And skin tone is a part of that. So, yeah, I definitely see that happening. Who else you got on there? I know you had a lot of comments of people saying things about...
my one homegirl rocked with me. She said, a black person go into a clothing store, no matter what complexion you are, that white person going to watch you like a hawk. They're not going to think she light skinned. She don't steal. It's a bunch of bull. So that's a different viewpoint. So that person is pretty much saying, if you colored, you look like you up to no good. So you got anyone?
That's the only one I got from my social media. I know that was definitely a touchy topic. So too many people didn't really comment too much on that, but. I still got more to say about it, for real.
Go ahead.
So, I remember growing up, I had what is called really kinky hair. What we like to, in African Americans, we have these kind of kinky hair, and our mothers, they don't really know what to do with the hair. So what they do is they like to put chemicals, and they'll perm our hair, because it's they're purposely punishing us, but to try to make it easier for us or for them to do our hair, because it's very painful. And just the whole idea of having a perm and forcing this chemical to make your hair straight to mimic what a white woman's hair looks like. So that's going back to us starting this from the beginning. Then you said something about how they want to mimic, I guess the way our culture, as far as the way we look. And it's kind of interesting how we get to a certain point. I don't know whether we all snap out of it or what happens, but we then try to mimic our body parts. And because African Americans, we are very curvaceous. So we have, hips and butts and breasts, and a lot of, I guess, Caucasians are not built that kind of way. So it sometimes it's making me think: are we confused? Are we confused as a people? Are we confused? What or what?
Some of us.
Some of us, because I feel like, and then when white people, they got perms too, but their perms, when they perm their hair, it makes their hair curly. So are we all confused? Do we all want what we can't have? What's the problem? They trying to get like us, and we trying to get like them.
Society, man. All these TV shows, Love and Hip Hop,
But Love and Hip Hop wasn't out then, though.
Well, a lot of the movies. You watch all these movies, man.
True.
But we about to wrap it up, man. So where can everybody find you, contact you,
At Intense Flavors on Gmail 25. That's Intense Flavors 25 at gmail.com. Intense Flavors on Instagram. My regular page is Daynale, Daynale on Instagram. And like I said, just Google Daynell. All my stuff will come up. Music videos, interviews, music for download, purchase, whatever you want, whatever you need, they got you. And be on the lookout for the next movie and hopefully this cooking show. And yeah, so shout out Daynell. Definitely want to give him a big thank you for stopping by Go With The Flow and blessing the show. As always, you all can follow us and find us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube at Go With The Flow _RRN. And if you would like to be a guest on the show or submit your music for your viewing or to be featured on our show, please send your submissions to gowiththeflow.rrn@gmail.com. Thank you all for listening. As always, we love y'all. We'll be back next Tuesday at 7 o'clock p.m. Have a great night.
Yeah.
I hope y'all didn't think we was just gonna stand by and not say nothing. America. Yeah. Home of the brave and home of the free. But wait, yeah, this shit don't seem free to me. It still feel like we trapped in slavery. And if not, they still got us trapped mentally. But not me, I'm woke. Black AR with a 30-round clip and a beam in a scope. Brothers can't get jobs, so they push dope. Obama been in office for 8 years, still push a hope. Trump running for office, goddamn, that's a joke. Damn, that's a joke. Our ancestors built this country with blood, sweat, and tears. The media try to control us with fear. You locked up the father, take him out the house, put the mother on welfare. That's how you break down the family structure. But we don't care. Stop believing everything you see on TV. A lot of this is false flag and pre-planned, so they can set agenda for you and me. You can't even trust the food that we eat. I used to think that it was you versus me, but now it's just us versus them. Shit, even the police. No justice for Freddie Gray. They let them cops walk away, then they covered up Sandra Bland's murder. Let me take it a little further. How about Sean Bell and Oscar Grant? Arthur Sterling got shot for selling CDs. They killed Lando Castro while he was reaching for his ID. But y'all don't want to hear it. Y'all want to be mad at me for speaking the truth. I need to be mad at you for misguiding the youth. One of your homies do 15 for catching the body. Come home and get love from everybody. But let another brother do 4 years of college and he don't even get a knowledge. Yeah, he don't even get a knowledge. Stand up for what you believe in or die trying. I got 2 little kids and if you keep them wrong then I'm firing. I am Trayvon Martin. I am Mike Brown. I'm a young king so you know I'm going with the crown.